Welcome to the Global Education Collaborative, a social networking site built using a tool called Ning. The idea behind the GEC is to have teachers and students collaborate on projects and to develop the relationships necessary for building global awareness around the world. Today I'm going to give you a tour of our Ning. My name is Lucy Gray and I created this, and hopefully you'll get an idea of how everything works and will want to try it out yourself. First of all, this is our main page, and our main page is kind of a holding place for everything that's new in the Ning. You can see new members, new groups, you can see discussions, that sort of thing. It's one-stop shopping for the content that is housed in this social networking space. Our second tab across the top is Invite, and Invite lets you send emails to your friends and family and whoever you want to invite to your social networking space. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but you can also import your address book from Google or Yahoo and send customized invitations to people that are already in your address book. My page is where you can develop your profile and add customized content. Friends can leave comments for you on your page, and you can have little mini conversations with others. The member page lets you search for people who might share similar interests. There's a search box right here, so you could search by country or interest or keyword and find other people to connect with in this social networking space. Events are a new feature to Ning, and you can create an event on a calendar and invite people to it, and they have the choice whether to respond or not to your kind invitation. This is a great way to publicize events such as online chats and that sort of thing where you want to have people come and participate. The forum page is where our discussions are housed, and they are housed according to different categories. We have introductions, collaborative projects, global education resources, hot topics, Web 2.0 resource sharing, resource and professional development conference, and professional development resources, and questions of the day. So this is a great place to kind of see what's going on in terms of the discussion and the interactivity on the Ning. Gadgets are little widgets or little doodads that you can embed on your personal pages, and Ning provides several that you can peruse and add to your personal page. Groups are a great way of organizing members on certain subtopics within the GEC. For instance, we have a group that's interested in sharing projects in Spanish. We have another group that's focused on doing global collaborative projects just with primary kids. So members can create their own group. They can make them public or private. It's a great way to kind of continue conversations in a little bit of a more specified vein. Photos are uploaded by members, and you can also import them from Flickr. And you can rate and comment on people's pictures. You can also organize them in albums so that people can see a whole collection of your photos. So the photos are a great way to share with others what's going on at your school and that sort of thing. Note that you can also add these to your favorites, and you can collect a body of favorite photographs here on the social networking site. Under videos, it works very much the same way as the photos. You can upload your own short videos, but you can also embed videos from Google or YouTube. So for instance, here's one that I thought was interesting called Women in Art, and it actually comes from YouTube, and I embedded it in here, and people have looked at it and that sort of thing. So you can use a special embed link that's pretty easy to find in YouTube, and it makes the video pop up in our Ning. There's also a Manage tab here, and I'm not sure how much of this information also pops up for people who are users of the Ning. This is my admin page, basically, where I get to kind of customize the look of the Ning and send out messages to people and that sort of thing. So just be aware that there's some customization and preferences that you can set in order to make your experience as valuable as possible. Now, let's go back to the main page for a second. And on the main page, I want to point out a couple things. You can change the order of all of this material and how it looks and the colors and everything under that Manage tab if you are a network administrator. You can also add little badges or widgets or gadgets or whatever you want to call them. This one is called Cluster Maps and lets you see who has been visiting our Ning. And it's kind of a fun pictorial way to see the reach of your website. I really would like to get more people from South America and Africa, so send them our way if you know anybody in those parts of the world. Secondly, I'd like you also to know that you can, in addition to the features I've already talked about that pop up here, you can also add something called an RSS feed. And an RSS feed is kind of a link to another resource and the content in there. So I added an RSS feed here for everything tagged delicious. And this is the actual link. I tagged global education in the social bookmarking site called Delicious. And so every time somebody bookmarks something in Delicious and tags it with the word global education, it will pop up in this running list of resources. And if you want to see the entire list in its entirety, which is probably more than 300 websites, you click on More, and it takes you to the page in Delicious that houses all this information. So there's tons of resources here for you to browse and make your own. So those are a couple things that I wanted to let you know about. Feel free to check out other Nings and see how they're organized and how they are designed, because there's a great variety in them. I highly recommend the NEC 2008 Ning that Steve Hargadon started. I also recommend highly Classroom 2.0, which is really, again, started by Steve and really kind of the granddaddy of them all in terms of how to use social networking for professional development. I also am a big fan of the independent school Ning, which is for private school educators, but anybody can join. I think Dimitri Orlando, who put this together, did a really nice job with designing everything. And there's some great discussions that go on in here by very thoughtful educators. So this is definitely another resource that's worth checking out. Social networking in education really can be used in powerful ways with students and with teachers. I hope that you will explore this for yourself by joining our Ning and seeing how it works. Thanks a lot for your time.